Okay, I would like to say shalom to everyone. All right, I would like to say shalom to everyone. Thank the Most High for another day. I'm going to come at you all with a topic that's, I would say, a little controversial in regards to what's going on in the earth. Um, we got, this pandemic going on. Um, of course, I just wanted to give out some more information about what I believe that's going on. When you go to the grocery stores, when you go to, you know, any place where there's a gathering of people, if it's allowed, mainly like a grocery store or a laundromat or whatever, you're going to see people with masks on. Um, Title is different. I was going to probably title this "Should We Wear Masks During This So-Called Pandemic?" Um, Everyone has their belief on what is going on. What is it a virus? Is it, you know, are they putting things in the water? Is it chemicals? There are various different speculations that's going on. And like I said, I'm just going to give my 2 cents based on, I want to say Shabbat Shalom to Lovey. Thank the Most High for the sister. I haven't seen her in a while. Glad you're tuning in. I really want to put this out here because I had an experience. I had a situation a few years ago in regards to the symptoms of this so-called virus. And I'm saying so-called because I don't think it's a virus. This channel is not based on what every media and what people think. This particular channel is based on what evidence is. Okay. Thank the Most High for X for tuning in. Thank you, sister. I experienced something a few years ago that was the same symptoms as fever, heart palpitations. That's probably a little different. The experience that I had was scary at first. I had lost like 30 something, but I think you all need to hear this information. Shortness of breath, fever, right? And this was around maybe 2014, 2013, when the channel really was thriving like that. You're talking about maybe 300-400 views within a day or two. I was putting out some very key information, all due to praise to the Most High. All right. And I think a lot of people, as the sister just put up, she just put up, as I definitely don't think it's a virus. And I'm just going to stop there. It's not, based on my belief. You understand? Everybody got their belief. The reason why I don't believe it's a virus is because if someone is poisoned, you're going to have this. And I'm talking about a small concentrated amount of poison. All right. You're going to have the same effects. If someone poisons you slowly, your fever is you're going to have a temperature. Your body's trying to fight off the poison. You may lose weight of breath because your heart has to beat a certain way. And on top of that, it amplifies anxiety attacks. And like I said, this experience that I had, you got to understand a person, and I most of all been teaching this truth and been around the Bible and understanding we're the children of Israel scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And then on top of that, going to a job that does not believe in the Bible, that are evil from the source. At that particular time, there are going to be certain entities that's going to be against you because they watch everything you do. based on my investigation that I did for myself, because of course I can't prove it now. I believe back then around 2014, if you check some of the videos around, I think 2013, 2014, I was poisoned at a particular place. And poison, you will lose weight and you can die from it. It depends on how strong your body is. And it depends on if the Most High will spare your life. Like I said, I lost like maybe 30 some pounds within 3 weeks. And I had heart palpitations and things of that nature. And how sometimes talking about this, it really angers me. Like, to the point where, it make you want to go off. Once you do the research in your mind and you're investigating, because I have like a type of photographical memory, and going back to what I was exposed to at the time, how I was drinking water that I had in a bottle, going back the day later at the job and drinking the same water, even though it's closed. Who knows what people could have did to that water, knowing that, I had certain, information that the Most High allowed me to, have access to in regards to who we are, waking up the children of Israel, showing that so-called African Americans are the true children of Israel written in scripture, and then going to a job that is reversed from what you believe. Their agents set up everywhere, because I was in I worked at a federal building as a contractor. And that it's kind of like, you got to be extremely careful, understand, everywhere you go at, especially when you understand who you are. I'm using me as an example of how to understand what symptoms is what based on this COVID mess. All right. I'm extremely tired of hearing about it. But every time I go to the grocery store, if I go get some water or some groceries or something, everyone got looking like Sub-Zero or Scorpio from Mortal Kombat or something with a daggone mask on their head, on their face. You understand? I'm not knowing what a mask is not going to do anything if your ears exposed and your eyes and your nose, not your nose, but your eyes and your ears. Your skin itself has pores. So if they wanted to poison you, which they are doing based on some type of chemical, you know what I'm saying? It's probably in the water, because of the water. A few days ago, you turn on the hot water. People mainly use hot water. It smelled like a strong ammonia smell. Okay. So these people are crazy in itself. The earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. That's Job 9, verse 24. What's happening is people are going for the meats, not understanding that they lace meat with more arsenic. So how all of a sudden that America has more deaths and more exposure, more people are affected or infected with this corona bull crap. So like I said, Babylon is fallen. It has become the habitation of devils. We understand that this country, when I say we, there's a certain amount of esoteric understanding people that minds are open, that know that this place is about to fall. Okay? That's in Revelations. You can read through it in Revelations 18. All right. It talks about it in Jeremiah 31, Jeremiah 50, 51. All right. So this place is about to fall. All right. 2015, the Most High revealed certain information to me, that knowing that this place was about to crash. All right. So there's really no excuse. But I just wanted to share with you all based on what poison feels like, based on what I believe, my investigation that I did for myself on what happened to me around 2013 to 2014. And the reason why I'm going here is because I listened to a celebrity. I forgot his name. Some European brother was going through the symptoms and how he felt when he was positive for this COVID mess. And as you hear, I call it COVID mess because it's nothing but poison mess. I don't care what you call it. All right. It's more so, and I'm going to tell you what it is. It's more so of HIV or AIDS on the 20th pile. Okay. They're poisoning people. So based on what this celebrity put out here, and I hope not all over the place, because sometimes when I get upset, I know I can ramble and my thoughts just, do like this. And because you all I can do, I can't, what I'm saying? Some of us are born as warriors, but we still have to wait on Christ. You understand? I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes that's tough because, sometimes you get in the mindset like, man, it's time to take these people down, man. Like they're killing people. Once you understand what's really going on and you experience certain situations where, years ago and you start investigating, like, man, what? So basically this celebrity guy went into some information where he was the symptoms. And it was the same type of symptoms that I was having years ago based on poison. Okay. 100, my temperature was 103. All right. I constantly kept, my mind told me, sometimes you thank the Most High for a high IQ. I knew to flush my body with a bunch of water. I drank one of them long 5-gallon, them long extended joints with the little knob that you push down, and you got to put the hole at the top so to flow through. One of those jugs. I drank 2 of those within 3 days. To flush my system out. Didn't know what was going on. Temperature was 102, 103. It was hard for me to walk, move around. If I stand up or whatever, felt like I was going upchuck. So, and it's the same. I had the same symptoms. First, it started out with a weird headache. Then my stomach started aching. Then I had this weird dry cough. It's the same symptoms, all right, as poison. I don't care if they shut this site down, this YouTube channel. I don't give a crap, all right? This information is for you all to understand that they dealing with the water in some kind of way, man, all right? They dealing with the water some kind of way. They put somebody, agents or whatever. They want people to stay home and all that. To stay at home order and all that, so they can go around and poison your water system or whatever. You understand? You don't even know they can probably putting something up in your water hose while you sleep in the house watching a movie or something. These people are going to the grocery stores, could be spraying poison all up on the carts, and you trying to cover your face not knowing it's on your hands. You covering your face not knowing this could be some kind of poison. Airborne going inside your ears, because they tell you the ways that you can catch a cold, the ways that you can get viruses is mainly through your ears and nose. And you know what I'm saying? Not your face. Putting people, if you want to put a mask on, if you want to look like Sub-Zero or something from Mortal Kombat, that's on you. If you feel comfortable, hey, I'm being funny, but at the same time, man, it's really to the point where you get fed up with people just following just the beast system, BEAST system for everything they tell you, man. All right. Like I said, I don't get that many views on this channel, but the views that I get, the few that the ears that this fall on, I'm gonna just tell you the way I believe, and I'm saying it. I want to be clear. I want to articulate this in a manner where it makes sense. The way I feel right now, I'm 100% sure that it's no COVID, nothing. Okay? They got military right now set in place, already going to certain states, all right, to crash that. To once everything crashed, they know it's going to be a civil unrest. They got people closed in, so you can't be close to your family once everything break loose. So if you congregate, that shows that you are still, you know what I'm saying, in proximity of your family, and you might be able to come against them. But if everybody is separate in their own home, it's easy to take someone down. It's easy to take a civilization down. America's on its last leg. America's on its last leg. A brother sent me an instant message on Facebook, the messenger, in regards to this information. So I had to put this out here, man. It makes sense. While I was on my way to the store, I seen 2 military vehicles behind me, driving like they was going somewhere. So, like I said, this information has been revealed to me years ago. Not just me, but it's some other brothers. If you look at the video that I made, it's called. I had so many videos, but it's in regards to 2020 vision. If you put in Holy Vessel 34, 2020 vision, you know what I'm saying? It goes into I already knew something was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just because based on calculations. It's based on calculations, man. It's like another meeting we just had at my job Friday in regards to they going into information about the unemployment rate is at 14 million. 14 million, man. 14 million people. So, like I said, you know, it's almost like I have to put this information out when information is given to me, and I believe that and I know I said that I wasn't going to go into this type of information, but it's almost to the point where I have to share information that I believe that's important. Do not believe it's no virus, okay, or disease of any sort. They can be putting things in the water. So what I want people to do based on this video, right, that I'm putting out, what I want people to do is do not, if they can bear it, do not use hot water. If you need to take a shower or something, use cold or cool water. They know people like using warm or hot water. So what I noticed is, and one of these, if I can remember, I was going to do it today, but I was kind of busy, trying to give my wife more time. You know, we busy, she work, I work. So we had a day today, for ourselves. And if you take hot water and you put it in a container or glass or whatever, you'll notice it's more foggy. Okay. But people say, well, it's just, the gas builds up from the heat and all that or whatever. I could take bottled water and put it in the microwave and it does not do that. They concentrate that water on the hot side more, knowing that people want to take a shower and use hot water. So this is not a coincidence that more people are coming down with some poison, which they named as a name as COVID. Okay. It get into your pores. People don't believe this. I went in information about this years ago. So let me refresh you all. Think about this. People say, well, long as you're not drinking the water, long as you're not doing this, that's good. But people forget that the main organ of your body is your skin. So having said that, if let's say I had an addiction of smoking cigarettes, what you think I should do to stop smoking. Of course, fight myself, but they got a patch that they can put on your skin to stop you from smoking. Because your skin, you see what I'm saying, has pores. Your skin has pores. So if they like to poison someone, how would they be able to do it on a mass level? See how 2 + 2 is 4 in this spiritual confusion that Satan set up? So that's how they do it. It's not a coincidence there's 100-some thousand people got this, and 80,000 people died of this and died of that. You got to understand, man. I'm trying. I really, like I said, I'm passionate about this because I understand that people just stop. Please stop looking at mainstream media and think everything that they're talking about is real. It's fake. It's nothing but Hollywood on another level. That's all it is. It's no jokes. I'm like, these people are really trying to kill people. They're named it as a pretext of virus. Okay. For an example, I'm gonna give y'all another example, right? I'm gonna give y'all another example. Once GMO, genetically modified organ, started to be very popular, people started to realize that a lot of the foods has been manipulated through genetically modified, GMO. Once that happened, the cancer percentage went up. And on top of that, the cancer percentage went up and heart disease went up, became the number one killer. People don't realize that at first cancer was the number one killer years ago. If you would Google search, it would say cancer, but now it's heart disease. So now you got to realize, what are they doing to the meats? Because people are so in love with meat eaters. And I can always tell a meat eater, and I'm not saying this just to dog people that eat meat, but I just know that the meat in this particular country, right, in Babylon, America, is poison based on how they preserve it through sodium fluoride, okay, high levels of arsenic. Oh, y'all can do the research. I'm not making this stuff up. And certain types of hormones, which alters the woman's thyroid and certain other glands in the body, and men to have situations in their thyroid and causing diabetic issues. You notice that once this GMO thing happened, there was a high percentage of people starting to die of certain diseases: diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart attack, and cancer. Once this thing started happening, you didn't hear of our foreparents years ago, 80, 90 years ago, you understand, dying of heart disease and all that. You got people that's 30 years old just dropping dead because they got a bad heart. So like I said, man, it's systematic, you know what I'm saying? I just want to wake people up. And I tell people straight up, leave the meat alone, man. Of course, I probably lost like maybe a few pounds from not eating it. I don't need it anyway. I'll be 45 in a few months. I don't need to be, too much bigger anyway than what I am. 170 is good for me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need to be no bigger than what I am. So a lot of times, I feel that I'm still 25 years old. So it's just, we got to be extremely, these times and days, man, like I want to try to build people's IQ levels. You understand? Just go out in the sun. And I tell people, and I'm going to pull a scripture because I know people say, oh, man, that's sun gazing, man. You're not supposed to look into the sunlight. Like, what are you talking about? Solomon was smart. He knew to look into the sunlight. They tell you don't look into it. They give you some shades. And that's why we use that term, no shade. But what does no shade means? Dealing with Satan. Okay. Not saying that the person that's using it meant it that way, but we say no shade That's just showing like, look, I ain't trying to be dirty. I ain't trying to be, you know what I'm saying? But that putting shades all in your eyes and stuff like that, blocking the sunlight from hitting your eyeballs, knowing that it's good for what we have different glands in the body. I want to be very clear, okay? Because I know some people say, oh, that's that sun worship. You're not supposed to deal with the sun. But yet you'll go out into the sun, get in your car and drive to work and you feel better and you wondering why. Did you worship the sun then? No, it's natural. You understand? I don't worship broccoli or vegetables because it make me feel better. So some people, I have to be clear on what I'm about to say, is because I know that if you look directly into sunlight, I don't care if it was COVID-19, COVID-20, and 21, it would not be able to deal with the sunlight. That's why that vampirized, devilish disease cannot stand the sunlight. That's why they have to chemtrail. Okay? Not really ailments. I don't care if it's cancer. Ailments cannot really exist to the point where it can heal. It can kill you if you get the right amount of sunlight. And they know this. That's why they do chemtrails to block the sun. And I'm gonna pull the scripture because I know some people say, "Man, that's you're dealing with the sun god Ra." All right, let me just show you real quick, man. Like before there was a sun god Ra, okay, there was the Most High Ahia. I am that I am. Before there was these goofballs dealing with these retarded gods that have no clue on what they want to look like in different civilization, and times and dispensations of time. They change the way we look every 100 years. I know you probably think I'm a little crazy, but just it's like when the Most High open your mind, you just see what the world is as it is. Oh, okay. They tell you that the sun and the moon, you understand, stand stationary in the earth that you on, or moves around that. Well, how's that? If you on a bus and it moving around and you ain't holding on, you're gonna fall over. Come on, man. Like, all right, man. Let me give me a second. I'm gonna pull the scripture because I know some people say, man, that's the sun worship. Before there was goofballs worshiping the sun, there were children of Israel understanding that looking into the sunlight helped them with their brain. Okay. If you go to Ecclesiastes, right? And I'm gonna type it in the chat because I don't hear nobody's mouth. Okay. Yeah, I probably did, X. I probably did show you all. But like I said, our people are stiff-necked and they need to hear things over and over. So our people are hard-headed. So there you have it. Boom, look at that scripture right there. Truly, the light is sweet. Okay, sweetness in this manner, and I'm gonna be very slow in understanding. Truly, which means true. Lee, when it says Lee, which means it is extremely true. The light is sweet, right? Which means it's good for the body, the spiritual mind. And a pleasant thing it is for the eyes, these things here, right? To behold the sun. I did not write these scriptures. It is telling you that it's extremely good for you to look at it. You think the Most High going to set something in the sky bright as I don't know what and have you burn your eyes off? Come on, man. Don't believe that, man. The sun for melanated people would never give them skin cancer. Only recessive genetic traits that the Most High is dealing with through punishment can cause cancer of the skin if you are out in the sun too long. The UV rays will burn you. Okay, I'm not saying that the UV ultraviolet rays will burn you, but eventually you will build an immunity to it, and you'll be fine. But you're an evil person, and if you have a genetic recessive trait that are evil, you could get cancer. That's the punishment of the forefathers that came against. The iniquities of the foreparents will go on the children. Okay. So that's just how they go. Now, I'm saying that is there are other nations in the earth that will have issues. If you have gray eyes, blue eyes, and hazel and all that, maybe you may have an issue with looking into the sunlight like that. Just deal with it on a certain level where it is when the sun is setting or rising. Me, it don't matter. It could be 12 o'clock noon. I can look directly at it and it turns black, which means I know that the darkest something is, if it's at its fullest peak of melanin, it shines bright yellow, which is the sun. Okay. The sun is black. All right. I'm gonna be real with you. I know this by experience. The sun itself is black. It is extremely black. It's so black to the point where it shines out a burst of a brightness. All right. All right. So this thing says, please wait, trying to reconnect. Usually when I deal with the video side of things, everything will still play. All right, so it looks like it's still showing that it's working. It says your connection is unstable. Please wait a while. While we try to connect. I just want to type in the chat. Can you all hear me? Because it says your connection is unstable. Can someone confirm if they can hear me or not? Is it? I don't know. Yeah. It says the connection is unstable. Yeah, well, they're going to try to stop it. It's haven't been this unstable for a long time. I can hear. Okay, good. It's still saying it's the connection is unstable. Hold on, let me check something. I don't know why they put that information up there. All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna keep continuing. They can just put up these fake messages all they want to. You understand? So, it was a situation where we had to get our whole thing replaced. All of a sudden, it was just dropping the internet like something like rotten apples out of a tree. But it's all good. We got things. It keeps buffering from time to time. Yeah. Someone says, that's how you know. Good. Someone says, that's how you know. Loud and clear. Thanks, Samuel. I can hear you. Thanks, Dana. Loud and clear, humbly, spirit, truth. That's how you know you are bringing out the truth from the Most High. All right. So I'm going to just keep going. This information is extremely important. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew something, I was supposed to say something yesterday, but I was not really in tune. I had to rest my body for a minute. The Most High wanted me to rest first to get this information out, man. Like people are getting so worried about this this thing, man. And I understand why. You understand? Like they keep publicizing it over and over and over. Wear mask, put this on, put gloves on, do this, do that, wash your hands every 5 minutes. And my hands so dry, it's turning into chalk. I can write on the chalkboard without using chalk. My hands so dry from washing it so much. You understand? Like they got people wash your hands 1,000 times. I touch a cart, I even feel weird, like it's poison on the cart. Make you not want to go nowhere, man. The sun was clear as I don't know what today. You know what I'm saying? What of a body couldn't fight off. You understand? You got to put lotion and everything on, Vaseline and all this mess on your hands every 5 seconds because your hands. I make a fist right now. My blood may come out because it's so dry from washing it and putting hand sanitizer on it every 5 minutes. You know, the thing is I'm glad that my wife is smart enough. Maybe almost a year ago, we would buy sanitizer. Like the Most High must put it in our minds. Just get another bottle of sanitizer. Get another bottle. So we got sanitizer here. Like we ain't running out of no hand sanitizer. You go to the store right now, Dollar Tree, any other tree, Safeway, Giant, Food Lion, Harris Teeter's, all those stores, man, they ain't got no hand sanitizer, man. So, you know, they got us tripping. All right, thank you most high for Vincent. He said he needs to get out into his garden. Talking about garden, I'm gonna have to go out tomorrow and cut the grass, and you know, I'm gonna try to get some things done in the garden for my wife. You know, she keep me busy, but it's for a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So we can have our own stuff. Because eventually they're going to have a law that you can't even grow your own. Matter of fact, there's certain states that you can't even grow your own. You can't even have a garden because they want everything to come through the Food Drug Administration. Devils, you know. I call it Forever Demon Association. Okay, they want everything to come through the Forever Demon Association, FDA, so you can go through their mess and get your drugs and get your food. Now, I want your genetically modified monkey food. I want my own food that I grow out of my own garden. All right. So, you know, like I said, I just want to come on here, man, and explain to people that this Corona junk got people, you know, walking around looking like ninjas, walking around looking like Sub-Zero, walking around looking like Scorpio. You understand? Like you looking crazy. Don't worry. I mean, I understand, you know, like I'm not gonna knock people. Say, you know, some people say, hey, just do it just in case so you don't stand out. You understand? Just, you know, we're in the world, but we're not of the world, you know what I'm saying? And you know, you don't want people to look at you crazy or whatever. I get it. I understand. Like I said, everyone has their own way of looking at things. You know, if there is something out there, I'm gonna show you in scripture how we are protected. Let me get it. Give me 1 second. And then after that, I'm gonna just go ahead and close out real quick. All right. All right. And one thing about the scriptures during this time, you'll know, you understand, you'll feel like, hey, let's see if this Bible is real or not. See, I'm waiting, like, hey, let's see. Because I know the Bible is real. You understand? But there's certain things that we, you know, that the Most High will protect us from. We don't need a mask. You understand? We don't need all that stuff. But like I said, if people want to do it, if you understand, it says that, hey, we would like for our members to put on masks, then you obey that church. You understand? I'm not affiliated with no church. You understand? So I pretty much I deal with what I feel through the Most High is allowing me to understand. So I'm gonna just give you some information. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure this. I seen Darth Vader at my job. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, man, they got Kanye West mask or something. This guy, I don't know what kind of mask that is. He got holes all in it. Like, I don't know, man. Like I said, it's some kind of selling perk. I don't know. Let me get to the scripture on what our mask is. I'm gonna show you what our mask is. I'm gonna show you. Mark chapter 16, verse 16. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at the 15th verse. Mark chapter 16, verse 15. And he said unto them, which is Christ, go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature, which means every nation on earth, not just the children of Israel. We, the children of Israel, we understand who we are. You understand? You're supposed to teach our people. Then once you understand who you are and you know that you believe in Christ, teach the other nations. All right. Easy understanding. Verse 16. He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved. So you're supposed to get baptized like Christ himself got baptized. That's in Matthew chapter 3. But he that believeth not shall be damned. So you're going to hell. That's pretty much what he's saying. Verse 17, and these signs shall follow them that believe. Follow them that believe. In my name shall they cast out devils. They shall speak with new tongues. They shall take up serpents, which is poison. And if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. Verse 19, so then after the Lord had spoken unto them, he was received up into heaven and sat on the right hand of the Most High. So we know that God is not Jesus or Christ because it said he sat at the right hand of God. Okay, period. So I don't care if it's COVID 120 or 119. I don't care if it's rattlesnake poison. There's certain people on the earth, and I'm gonna be clear, based on my strong faith in the Bible, there's certain people on the earth right now not be affected by this, by no virus or nothing. Now, this is the other situation. This is why you would hear, certain gatherings and camps may tell you, or churches may tell you to wear masks, is because if you don't wear a mask, you stand out like a sore thumb. And if you're not sick, you may stand out like a sore thumb. If they know that there's people in the earth that can withstand their poisons, what you think they're gonna do? First, fear you. They're gonna be scared, but they're gonna try to make you fall spiritually. That's how they do it. They know that you are from the essence of the Most High's spiritual nature, if that makes sense. They will try to make you fall into sin some kind of way. Oh, let's put an agent out here for this man. Let's put some kind of female out here for him. Program her some kind of way. You understand? And deal with you in that manner where you can try to fall into some type of fornication, which lowers your vibration. And then you'll be susceptible to any virus. Okay. Someone says, cowards trying to sabotage the buffering. So is it still buffering? It's kind of slow. Like I said, this information, like I said, I have nothing planned. I wanted to just put this out here, but I knew yesterday that it was something that I need to go into. So it was in my mind for so long to the point where I just came on live and just went straight off the brain. Okay, so not now, but it's probably going in and out. Well, I don't understand. I guess, like I said, I may invest in, trying to get better, like a mic or something like that. Um, so once every few minutes is buffering. That's what X says. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't understand. You know, it's funny how even Christ himself, and like I said, I'm nowhere near as how I should be, but one man caused another man to kill children, a lot of children, in the city of Jerusalem. So if they believe that you're important some kind of way, it is what it is. So yeah, they can't stop it. That says they can trying to stop information, may be annoyed, but nothing is being completely stopped. Yeah, they can't totally stop everything that's trying to come out. It'll make you. What happens is what the Most High allow to happen is He wants you to really pay attention. You don't want things to be too easy for you. We had it easy and we messed up. You understand? So you got to really pay attention. What did He say? Rewind. What did He say then? So eventually you'll rewind and play it back, and you understand the scriptures I went into. Other brothers and sisters, you may not be able to hear the video or whatever. It may buffer. You have to rewind it. So when you rewind something, the second time is in your brain, it's almost molded. So now you understand exactly what scripture was said. So it's almost like the Most High put you in a study mode where you got to listen to it over and over. And like, what did He say? Hold on. Let me rewind this part. You turn the volume up. So I recommend people, if they would like, if you have, I know I shouldn't recommend this. Headphones got a lot of radiation, but if you have a speaker, like a external speaker, you can get one from Family Dollar or whatever. You can put that in and maybe a little louder, and you may be able to go through some of the buffering. Hopefully I don't know if, I appreciate that, Dana. Thank you for tuning into the channel. All praise to the Most High. This, like I said, this information has nothing to do with me. It's just, I believe that the Most High deal with us in different ways in which we will relay information to a particular crowd so they can get the understanding. But the main thing is, of course, they tell you to wash your hands and all that. They putting this wash your hands every 5 minutes for a reason. Of course you want to do that, but the water is jacked up. Use cold water. Don't use no hot water. Then use cold water to wash your hands, and then take some hand sanitizer, or if you got alcohol, and clean your hands. So just use a gallon jug of water and put some soap on it. Because I don't trust these people, man. Anytime they tell you to wash your hands and all this, and and just make sure you keep your hygiene up, that's like, okay, well, let me take an extra bath or extra shower, knowing that the water is jacked up. No, don't believe these people, man. Use some, if you got a lot of extra gallons of water, put that in the tub somewhere and just take the cold temperatures, or heat it up in a pot somewhere and put it in the tub, man. For real. I'm being serious. These people, you never know what they're doing. Like they telling you, people need to realize, right? Our people especially really need to realize, if you were taken from a land, you were abducted from one land to another land, and the children of these people that abducted you are over the government, why take their word for everything? You understand? Like, they don't like us. Well, no, slavery, that was back in the day, and that happened, and we can survive now, and we got civil rights, and we got this rights, we can do this and all that. When I hear that, I already understand what I'm dealing with. And usually I just go quiet and say, yeah, you know what? Okay, man, let me go back to work. I don't even feel like dealing with it. I'm going to tell you why. They tell you that, the 40 acres of the mill, right? If they pay back all the slaves, that it will crash the economy, right? So this is what they tell you. All right, let's say it did. It will crash the economy. All right, don't worry about that. I feel you. Why do they charge you taxes, black people, knowing your birth certificate number, which is a banknote? I ain't gonna get into that. They know your social security number. Every time you fill out an application, they know you by your last name because you know their last name. My last name links all the way to a company, a slave owners company back in the Birch times when we were lumber guys. Okay. Not every slave dealt with cotton. Okay. All right. So Israel said, Israelite, mommy said it's buffering. I apologize. I don't know why it's buffering, but they deal with us in a manner where it is never going to help us. So I'm saying that is, if they really cared, knock out the taxes. Why are we paying taxes? Why we have to pay taxes for food? Not, oh, you know what? You got this last name, your social security number came up in our database. Let me deduct these taxes off this food. Matter of fact, you get your food free today at this grocery store. We understand what happened to your people and your people after that, and after that pay people. So, Negro, take your groceries and get out of here. All right, so this thing is buffering a lot. I apologize. So yeah, Negro, take your stuff and get out of here. All right, we understand. We sorry. You get your groceries free today. All right, out you go. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. So that's what I'm saying. Why are we paying for groceries? Why are we paying for food, shelter? We shouldn't have to pay for nothing if they really cared, but they don't care. It's a joke. All right, that's why it says in Genesis 49. All right, it's buffering again. Hold on for a second. That's why it says in Genesis 49 that Judah, predominantly the so-called African Americans, shall be at the neck of thine enemy. So there you have it. All right, so I'm pretty much done. I know if I was going to talk a whole hour, I might as well, just give you all 6 extra minutes, well, 5 more extra minutes now. So the information, basically, what I want to get into is the poison of 2020. That was the title. Is upon us. Okay, that's mainly what I believe that's going on. And I'm saying that is because on a personal level, I had the same symptoms of which other people are talking about that have this so-called corona mess or bull crap. Because if you're poisoned, you can actually, if you're poisoned, you're going to have the same symptoms of a flu. So I mean, it's not because that's just the way the body. Let me tell you. Let me just stay on point. That's the way the body tries to fight off anything. Temperature goes up, your stomach will start cramping, you're gonna get a headache. And you're gonna get cough, you may throw up, and you're gonna get hot, your temperature is gonna go up. Like, that's just the way it go. Okay. All right. So I don't know what scripture. I don't know if I quoted the scripture, but I think it was Mark. I went into Mark chapter 16, Job 9 verse 24. The earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. So, like I said, they're going to try use any type of tactic Oh, the neck of thine enemy. That's Genesis 49. Let me go ahead and read it real quick. I'm going to read it in the scripture so you can hear it. Genesis 4, I think around the 10th verse. Hold on, let me get it. Genesis 49 and 8. Hold on for 1 second. Yeah, Genesis chapter 49, verse 8. Let me see if I can speak a little louder. Genesis 49 and 8. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Judah is a lion's whelp from the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he couched as a lion, as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? The scepter, shall not depart from Judah, which means he's a king, which means the kingship is going to go through Christ, nor a lawgiver from between his feet until Christ come. That's what Shiloh means. And unto him shall the gathering of the people be. So you notice Judah has the trait of Christ a lot of times to gather people. Don't matter if it's life or death. We try to gather our people, even if our people hate us, we still will gather with our people, knowing that they're going to be a snake and try to kill you. That's what happened to Christ when he had the 12 disciples, knowing that Judas Iscariot was going to come against him. He didn't care because he loved his people that much. Even if you backbite, you jealous or whatever, it didn't matter. It is what it is. You have different tribes. All of us have different duties. And a lot of us follow the traits of whatever tribe that we're from. That's just the way it go. Some people say, well, how do you know what tribe you're from? And how do you know this? Like I said, I don't really get into the tribe debates. If some person believes that they're from this tribe, then go ahead and deal with it. The Most High will clear all of that up for us. And I'm going to tell you the reason why we're having these conversations. The reason why we're having these conversations is because the Bible says, well, we will be confused of our own face. That's how I know that we're the children of Israel. I'll show you. Let's go to Genesis, not Genesis. We're going to go to Daniel. There's a few scriptures I may go to. You can go to Ezra chapter 9, verse 7. Ezra chapter 9, verse 7. Since the days of our fathers have we been in a great trespass. A great trespass. This is how many times our people have not followed the law, statutes, and commandments unto this day. And for our iniquities have we, our kings and our priests, been delivered into the hands of kings of the lands, to the sword, to captivity, right? Slavery in the lands of America, and to a spoil and to confusion of face, as it is this day. So the Bible is telling you that you will have the confusion of your own face. You will not know who you are. You may not know what tribe you're from. You may get confused of what tribe you're from. That's why there's people fighting about the 12 tribes chart is wrong and this and that. When I see that, I already know the reason why they're going through it, because the Bible says you're going to go through it. I'll show you again. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 19. Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 19. Do they provoke me to anger? This is what the Most High is saying through Jeremiah. Saith the Lord, do they not provoke themselves to the confusion of their own faces? Come on, man. Like the Bible telling you that you will be confused of your own face. You'll look in the mirror and think you're African American. You'll look at your daughters and sons and daughters and your wife and think that they're African American of you, or Jamaican, or Haitian. You see what I'm saying? Or West Indian, West Indies. Oh yeah, I'm West Indies. I'm from West Africa. Your lips look just as big as mine. You got a nose just the same size as mine, but you from the UK and you calling yourself United Kingdom. So this is the confusion of faces. Come on, man. Like this is how you know that the Bible is real. Even the talks, people getting in debates of what tribe they're from. It don't matter if you don't understand what tribe you're from. Know that if you don't understand that what tribe you're from, or you're confused of the 12 tribes chart, know for a fact that you are the children of Israel. That proves it, based on the scripture I just read in Jeremiah 7, verse 19. I'm gonna read it again. Do they provoke me to anger, saith the Lord? Do they not provoke themselves to the confusion of their own faces? Let's go to Daniel 9, verse 7. It's all over the scripture. Daniel 9, verse 7. And based on this confusion, they have to keep the children of Israel confused some kind of way, not knowing really who they are. And this is the reason why they got all these poisons going all over the earth. It's not a coincidence that now that there's a devastating amount of Black people that's coming down with COVID-19 and dying from it. Really? Come on, man. Daniel 9, verse 7. O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces. It's telling you again, as at this day, to them, excuse me, to the men of Judah, which is the tribe of Judah. So Judah ain't gonna know who you think he's gonna be, a so-called Negro in America. And to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, which is the other tribes. You got 10 tribes that went another way. The northern kingdom, you got the southern kingdom. And unto all Israel that are near and that are far off, through all the countries whither thou hast driven them. The Most High driven us to other countries because of their trespasses, not following the commandments, that they have trespassed against thee. Verse 8. O Lord, to us. That's why Daniel's like, oh my goodness. Like, oh my God. To us belongeth. It belongs to us, the confusion of our face, to our king. So we're not going to even understand who Solomon is or David is. We're going to think it's some European, because they give you a picture of David and all these of the patriarchs, and to our fathers, because we have sinned against thee. So if somebody want to fight me over a 12 tribes chart, I believe I'm from the tribe of Judah based on where I'm at. Tribes is in the talking about on a predominant level, not the skit scats that tap danced over here because they thought that they was going to get some rights and some American dream. Nah, I ain't talking about that. All right, so now it's spinning when you read it. I'm going to read the scriptures again, and then I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. All right. I'm going to read these scriptures one more time, and hopefully it don't buffer. Government, leave the computer alone. I don't need it to buffer right now. All right. Jeremiah 7, verse 19. Do they provoke me to anger? Saith the Lord, do they not, provoke themselves to the confusion of their own faces? Daniel 9 and 7. O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces, as at this day, to the men of Judah, the tribe of Judah, and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and unto all Israel. So there are some of our people that's that are still in Jerusalem, and unto all Israel that were scattered, because it says that are near and that are far off through all the countries whither thou hast driven them because of their trespasses, that they have trespasses against thee. O Lord, to us belongeth confusion of faces. This is Daniel chapter 9, verse 8. To our kings and to our princes and to our fathers, because we have sinned against thee. All right. So it didn't buffer that time, right? Because I'm going over it. I go over it like a, like a mixed tape, like a turntable, right? It says, this is too real, but no one I try telling wants to listen. So I don't know. It is what it is. It is what it is. Still praying. Yeah, a lot of people think you crazy when you give them this truth, man. Like, you can be the most articulate person in the world, and you know how they translate the information? It ain't all about that knowledge. It's about Jesus, the blood. Yeah, I mean, that's a topic in itself. I am trying to show you who you are. Who goes to the birth certificate place and be like, it ain't all about that knowledge. It's about who my father is. Man, I'm trying to get my birth certificate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a different topic. So that's when I get caught up in, oh, he got this knowledge. He think he all that or something. Like, what? Who cares, man? Like, if it was a kid, it's, you know what it is? It's the confusion of face and it's self-hatred. You see your own brother that got the same face you got, know something that the Most High revealed to him because he don't want to be like everybody else. So then you mad that the Most High was dealing with him in a certain manner and gave him this information. And so you jealous of your own brother. Don't even make sense. Like, I'm trying to help you. This type of information is you put your life on the line, man. A lot of people ain't gonna put their face out there like this, man. So a lot of our people, to be honest, are some cowards. A bunch of, I want to say another word, a bunch of punks. You understand? Scared to give information to your brother. He right beside you. You scared to give him information? Because a lot of our people are a bunch of cowards, man. You want to fight the messenger, not knowing you know what I'm saying? Like, the messenger ain't no coward. You may get dealt with in the wrong situation. You try to bust up in his house. You understand? I'm saying that for real. So because people think because you're in the Bible and things of that nature, they think they can just say whatever they want out of their mouth. And, but like I said, and I don't want to turn this into another type of topic, because another thing what's happening right now is you got to be extremely careful, because once the economy drops, you want to make sure you're safe. If you got some type of protection. Of course, the Most High protect us, but since someone come up in your house unannounced, you deal with it. You protect yourself. You protect your family. You understand? Period. So somebody come up in here, I feel sorry for them. I'm just to be real. I ain't gonna put all the information out there for them. They were like, oh my goodness, this is the military up in this. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be in trouble. I'm just putting it out there because, like I said, man, it's too many crazy people, you know what I'm saying, going crazy because of this virus mess. People losing their jobs, so they think they're gonna try to rob you and things of that nature. So that's another dynamic of it. On a serious note, protect yourself, man. If you need a firearm, get a firearm. Period. It's not a sin to protect yourself. The Most High, you can turn the other cheek. Turn the other cheek is I ain't killing my enemy that I know that took me down next door. His bloodline. So that's the way you turn the other cheek. There you go. Judah and Gad. My wife is Gad, I'm Judah. So they in trouble. I'm just being real. I'm laughing, but I'm being extremely serious. So Like, we don't play no games over here, because there's so many home invasions and people doing all kind of stuff. Nah, we not having that. You understand? Like, we give warning signs, let people know, neighbors know, like, we ain't to be played with like that. We had a situation where some kids trying to be funny, and people running up on the steps like that. It's kind of quiet now. Wonder why. So I was just keep it like that. So thank you all for tuning in. I got the light blinking and everything. It's okay. X says all praise. When you laugh, that's how UK someone ain't playing depending on the situation. I get it. Yeah, I got what you're saying. So I thank you all. Thank you, sis, for tuning in. That's a warrior for the Most High. Thanks the Most High for Israelite mommy, faithful servant. Let me go up and see if I can get some more information up here on those of you that tuned in. Like I said, this is kind of like, people think, this is a dangerous thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm up on YouTube. I'm not putting out some negative information, you know what I'm saying? And this kind of information, you're making yourself as a target. But like I said, the Most High protect us. He put in our minds, me and my wife, to protect ourselves, even on a physical level, if it comes down to it. Doing push-ups, shadow boxing, whatever you can do to keep your awareness and your IQ of protection up to par. If you combat training or whatever, for real, because you don't want to be just out there, and something happen. You understand? So that's pretty much what we deal with. Thank you most High for Vincent Parker for coming in. Dana, thank you for coming in. Indigo, Aaron, thank you for tuning in. Deshaun, thank you for tuning in. Mr. B, thank you for tuning in. Terrence Hens, thank you for tuning in, brother. Who else? I don't want to miss nobody. Man of God, that's a powerful brother in the Most High. Hold on for a second. My brother Gang Stalking in Australia. His channel, I always get good information. These agents had me like disconnected. I would subscribe to his channel, and all of a sudden I'm like, man, why I'm not getting any, I call them bell messages. Like, what's going on? I'm not getting any messages that he put up a new video. But they would unsubscribe me from his channel, which is, they unsubscribing people from my channel too. It's funny how YouTube is keeping me under 8,000 views. I have no clue why. One, it's funny because I'll check it, and it's just funny because I'll laugh. I know I'm gonna get a laugh every time I look at it. I'll look at it and say 7,990 90 subscribers, and then the next week it'll say I'm up here laughing at it already. Not even next week. It'll be 2 days later. It'll say 7,080 views. Something like 7,980. Like, how did I drop that many at one time? Come on, man. Like, they for some reason they trying to keep me under a certain amount of algorithms. But it's cool. I don't know. It's whatever, man. It'd be so funny. Thank the Most High for maybe it's Mandela. I think that's how you say it. Radika, thank you for tuning in. Light it up. And you go, Gabar, thank you for tuning in. Trevor. And of course, I shouted out Lovely earlier. Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. It's a lot of y'all today. All right, so I'm just going to head out. I know a while back someone asked how they donate. Sometimes, like I said, I'm not doing this. Thank you the Most High for Michael West. Shamar Kelly, thank you for tuning in. Someone wanted to say, I remember a while back, sometimes I forget, how could they, they wanted to help out, if they wanted to donate to the channel or whatever. I don't take that lightly. I thank the Most High. If someone wanted to donate, like I said, I don't really ask for stuff like that because that'd be like the last thing. But I wanted to, I know I wasn't able to do it this year in regards to the Bible drive, and I probably won't be able to do it for a while this year. But me and my wife, usually every year we'll do a Bible drive. That's what we call it, mainly for Purim. If someone would like to donate to the channel for that, there's a link. You may be able to go to the actual, if you go to my Holy Vessel page, you can click on, you have to scroll down and then it'll say help out with the work. You just click on that. And if you would like to do it, you can give whatever you want. All we're gonna do is probably more than likely buy some Bibles and and pass them out. So that's what we usually do. But this year was a little tight and we wasn't able to do it. And X says, yeah, we did it 2 years ago. We like to do it every year, but this year was a little tight. We just didn't have it was more than likely my fault because we didn't have it situated where we would call the places like, Dollar Tree or whatever, and we would, order, or we moved. So it was like a transitional period where we didn't have the time to set up a place here where I'm at in the state that I'm in. They don't supply as many Bibles. All right. Yeah. So like I said, if you all would like to, donate to the channel, at least, if you want to help out, that would be, appreciated. Everyone, I know funds are pretty tight, but you all know me. I don't really get into, asking for donations and things of that nature. It's like, I wouldn't pay. I'm gonna start classes. I was thinking about this. I may start classes again. But it's not in my head, or it's not like all the way grounded in my mind when I want to do that. What's going on? Am I done? Yeah. My wife is giving me the signal, so I think I need to get out of here. But yeah, so like I said, if you all would like to help out with the work, you can just send an email at judite07@gmail.com. I just type my email address and I can send you a link. Okay. I just typed 100 words a minute and they came up with it. No. All right. So it's judite07@gmail. And you all have it. So you all be safe. And do what I do, since they trying to scare people. Just wash your hands every 2 minutes so your hands can become chalk, and you won't have to buy chalk, because that's what's gonna happen. They got people, I'll squeeze my hand like this and you'd be dripping blood. There's so much cracks and chapped. Like that's what's going on. You can wash your hands with this nasty water they got. Use cold water, okay? I know I'm kind of like a comedian. I like making people laugh, but it's just that serious though at the same time. All right, so pretty much done. And thank you all for tuning in. Thank the Most High for Terrence. He says good work. All due and praise to the Most High. I give him all the glory. I appreciate you all tuning in. Look out for other videos. I may go live tomorrow with an actual link that you all, if you wanted to donate, you could. I'll probably just I'll put an actual link there. All right. This is my life, and I'll be doing this for the rest of it. Shalom.